never saw a badge.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal agent.
Cops often arrest the wrong people, but what happens when they try to arrest an FBI agent?
The FBI. Okay. Got that on body cam?
Brace yourself for some shocking encounters where cops cross paths with federal agents. Let's start with a war veteran who fought in the Iraq War, Floyd, tried to get FBI agents arrested.
I am a detective in Montgomery County. Here's my badge. These guys are officers of Rockville City, and this is an FBI agent.
It all began on February 23rd, 2023, when 2 FBI agents arrived at Floyd's apartment building in Rockville, Maryland, to serve him a grand jury subpoena. Dispatched by Smith as part of a federal investigation, the agents' presence quickly escalated into a heated confrontation.
I don't know what that is. I'm not touching it. I'm not picking it up. That's one. Sorry. Let me put on a shirt real quick. Can I just get my daughter watching TV show?
Just hang on a second.
In the video footage obtained by Police Cam Story, a winded and bare-chested Floyd is seen complaining to local police. He tells them that he was pursued into his apartment building by 2 men, one of whom flashed a gun. Floyd, a Marine Corps veteran and mixed martial arts fighter, considered wrestling the gun away, interpreting the agents' actions as a threat, but they were merely there to serve him a subpoena. As part of federal investigation into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election, Floyd called the police, hoping to have the agents arrested.
I took my daughter to the Goldfish swim school.
Yeah.
I came back, and there's these 2 guys who are standing across the street.
They came here, they followed you here?
Yeah, so I'm coming down the side. These 2 guys, and Sue just run at me. I started yelling at one of them, like, who the fuck do you think you are? You haven't seen any badge, you haven't told me anything, I don't know who you are. You're fucking grabbing, touching me. I have my daughter, who the fuck? And then one of them is on the stairs, he goes like this, and he has a pistol in his hand, but I never saw a badge.
Yeah.
I saw a fucking gun though.
When the local police arrived, Floyd explained his version of events, stating that he had been accosted by 2 armed men. His exchange with the police shows him insisting that the agents were aggressors. However, the police quickly identified the men as legitimate FBI agents performing their duty. Despite Floyd's efforts to portray himself as the victim, the situation became clear. Floyd had overreacted and escalated the encounter.
I saw a fucking gun. You would think too, like, I'm like, don't want to talk to you, engage with you, and you're like chasing me. Like, you probably want to like stop, disengage, like, okay, this probably isn't the way, you know, or if you see a guy walking with this fucking kid, they were fucking relentless. And they better be glad I didn't have my daughter with me, because if they ran up on me on the street like that and not showing me a badge and trying to corner me like that, it would have turned the other way real quick.
Did you chase after him in the stairway and have a confrontation with him? Did you get in anybody's face?
I did not push, I did not shut, I didn't touch, I think I need to let my lawyer have a further conversation with you guys.
Listen, I am a detective in Montgomery County. Here's my badge. These guys are officers of Rockville City, and this is an FBI agent. I do have an arrest warrant for you right now, okay? So, I'm hoping you can be a gentleman. Listen, it's for a 2nd-degree assault.
I'm the one that called and asked for help.
I understand.
I have my daughter. There's a camera downstairs.
Okay.
In a twist of irony, instead of the FBI agents being arrested, Floyd himself was taken into custody. The footage revealed that Floyd's aggressive response and attempt to interfere with the agents' lawful actions led to his own arrest. Floyd's plan to manipulate the situation backfired, getting him arrested instead of taking the subpoena papers. Floyd was charged with attempting to obstruct justice and assaulting federal officers. When you believe this former military man couldn't be foolish enough, here are dumb cops who arrest an innocent agent.
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal agent.
When ATF agent James Burke arrived at a residence in Columbus to confiscate an illegally held firearm, the suspect inside the home called 911, expressing doubt about Burke's credentials despite him showing his badge. This prompted the dispatcher to send Columbus police officers Joseph Fee and Kevin Winchell to the scene.
Hey, turn around, let me see your hands. Turn around, let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
What's your deal?
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal agent.
911.
Upon arrival, Officer Fee, despite being informed that Burke was a federal agent, immediately drew his weapon and demanded Burke to put his hands up. Burke complied but refused to get on the ground, repeatedly identifying himself as an ATF agent and offering to show his badge. Fee, ignoring these statements, maintained his firearm aimed at Burke.
7-1-10-3.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground!
10-3. I'm a federal agent.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward.
You didn't ask for it. Not getting on the ground.
Well, then stay where you're at.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Fine. Why do you got to make this harder than it is? I'm not overreacting. We got a call that someone's impersonating a police officer out here and doesn't have ID.
No kidding, because she doesn't want to open it.
Okay, get on the ground so I can find out who you are. Do you think I'm a police officer or something? What the heck's the matter with you? Who do you think you are? Get on the ground.
I'm not getting on it.
Chopper things.
I'm not getting on it.
91.7, I'm pulling up.
I got my ID.
Do not reach for your waist. Keep your hands up.
Dude, why would I have an O-leg shit?
Get your hands up. Get on the ground.
Face down
Now.
Face down.
Officer Winchell arrived shortly after and, following Fihe's lead, also trained his gun on Burke. Both officers insisted that Burke lie on the ground despite his attempts to clarify his identity and credentials. When Burke eventually complied, instead of verifying his credentials, the officers forcibly restrained him, placed him face down on the sidewalk, and proceeded to handcuff him.
You guys are making a big mistake.
You are the one making the mistake.
Face down, now, all the way down, all the way. All the way.
You got my IDs right here, left pocket. Left
And we're
pocket.
gonna put your arm on your back.
Wait a sec.
Do not resist.
I'm not resisting.
You're acting like a
No,
moron.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, don't do this. Get my license out of my pocket. I'm not.
Stop resisting
Would you
now.
please get my ID out of my left pocket?
Stop
I'm
resisting.
begging you. My wife, please. Stop here. Please get it.
I got one cuff on. Get your
Help me out.
During this process, Burke's glasses fell off, and despite his non-resistance, Fihe used a taser on Burke, further escalating the use of force without attempting to confirm Burke's status as a federal agent.
Roll over, sit up.
It's in my goddamn
Sit up.
shoulder, my
Sit up.
creds.
Let him sit up. Let him
I
sit up.
showed her my goddamn creds, for Christ's sake. Right there, left pocket. Left pocket, cargo pocket. Please take it out.
They don't try and
Guys, I get it. I fucking get it.
Well, then why would you act the way you did?
What's
the matter
I wanted
with
you to
you?
see my creds, for Christ's sake. My God, I'm here to fucking talk
No,
to
you're the one that's in the wrong.
Sir,
You know if you have interaction with the police, you obey commands.
sir, I was trying to
No, you didn't obey the commands.
Sir, I'm with you guys, for Christ's sake. I'm a fucking federal agent.
After handcuffing Burke, the officers retrieved his identification from his pocket, finally confirming his identity. However, instead of releasing him, they forced him into the back of a police cruiser, detaining him for approximately an hour. This detention continued, even though Burke's credentials as an ATF agent had been established.
A second. The SAC is currently John McPherson, who's on his way out to retire, who will soon be rolling.
Took the mag out.
My God, this is crazy.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Sir, I'm not trying to be ashamed of myself. I just wish you'd say, let me see.
Get in the car.
your creds.
Get in the car.
Sir, please. Sir, I'm just trying to do my job.
Just get in the car. Why would you make us do this?
I didn't want you to. I wanted to. Wait.
No, you knew what you were doing.
Sir, calm down.
Relax.
Sir, hey, guys, please, just talk to me for 1 second, please.
Get in the car.
No,
We'll
wait.
talk later.
Sir, wait.
You had your chance.
No, I was trying to give you my creds. You didn't let me show them to
Never
you.
once tried.
I did.
Get in the car.
Wait.
Now.
Have a seat.
Please, wait, I gotta breathe.
Okay,
Please,
you
sir,
can-
let
you
me
can
breathe.
sit down and breathe.
Let me breathe.
I can guarantee. Get
No,
your legs
no.
in. Get your
Sir.
legs in. We're closing this door.
All the way in the car. Get all
Sir,
the way
I
in.
can't
I'll
breathe.
go around.
Wait, sir.
Yeah, if you got Dublin cars closed, keep them coming.
Wait, how did
We
this
can't get them in the car.
Okay.
You're an idiot. For crying out loud. You're a cop. You're not an ass.
No,
the heck's the
wait,
matter
I
with you?
can't. You're fucking my head up. The seatbelt's in place. Please.
161 in Martin, or Martin Sawmill.
Why would you act like this?
I didn't act anyway.
The treatment Burke received was not only excessive, but also highlighted a failure to follow proper protocol, as officers typically would verify credentials and assist or leave the scene in similar situations. Following the incident, Burke filed a lawsuit. The lawsuit filed by Burke against the city of Columbus, and the two officers details not just the physical mistreatment, but also alleges subsequent misconduct. Despite the clear evidence of excessive force and the violation of Burke's rights, the legal proceedings culminated in the dismissal of the case due to the doctrine of qualified immunity. Talking about escalating a simple encounter, here's an incident where a cop hospitalized an FBI agent.
The FBI.
Okay.
Got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is. Would you meet me at the office?
The incident took place in rural Northwest Florida, where FBI Special Agent Alexis Hatton traveled to Carabel to inquire about a citation issued by the Franklin County Sheriff's Office to a local businesswoman in an attempt to investigate a police corruption. However, upon meeting Deputy Rolf Gordon to discuss the citation, suspicions arose regarding Hatton's identity, and he started calling for backup.
Telling me he's going to contact other people to get involved with this. He says he does not give out business cards. Yeah, I don't believe this. No, there's something fishy with this right here. He's got a radio and he's got credentials. Yeah, he told me to turn my body camera off because he didn't want that running. And so now he's still here. He's looking at me. Now he's
dark blue in color.
Now he's saying I'm trying to detain him. I've never told you I was detaining you. That's on camera that you are staying here willingly, sir.
Gordon fabricated the FBI agent's request for detention, as revealed by body camera footage indicating poor police conduct. Subsequently, Deputy Gordon became skeptical of Hatton's credentials when his vehicle tags didn't match expectations, and his name appeared on a terrorist watch list. Despite Hatton's attempts to clarify and provide his FBI credentials, doubts persisted, leading to his detainment by the deputies.
Being detained. Am I being detained?
Hey, you are detained at this time, sir. 17's on the way. Hey, I don't think this guy's legit, man.
Take my weapon off, okay?
26 Franklin.
I'm not going to put you in cuffs.
Putting the narrative for this call.
Where's it at?
He's got detained.
Okay.
I've got my
Claiming
weapon
to
on
be a
my
federal
right.
agent.
You do got, is it on, do I have permission to take it off?
No, you
of
don't have permission
Okay,
to take it
just hang tight right here. I'm not cuffing you. I'm not cuffing you. But you're being very uncooperative with me. You asked me to come up here. You called my personal cell phone number. You can't tell me how you got it. Your vehicle is coming back to a wiring company, not the
It's
FBI.
an overt vehicle.
Okay. You
Dude,
get
would
mad
you like
at
to see some registration?
You get mad at me
Would you-
because I turned
would
my
you
body
like to-
camera on,
Would you like to see some
and
registration?
you know a lot of stuff about me.
Would you like to see the registration, sir?
I don't really want anything from you at this point. My supervisor's on the way.
Excellent.
You have identification?
I surely do. I showed it to him. Would you like to see it, sir?
That's fine. You don't have to keep your hands up. I'm just
I
trying to
don't
figure
want
out
to be
what's
shot
going on.
out here.
I don't want to be shot either.
I'm going to call my office.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Sim. Jacksonville, this is Special Agent Hatton.
33 Frank, just 43. This individual's saying his name is Special Agent Hatton out of Jacksonville from the FBI. Do you have a driver's license on you, sir?
Driver's license.
He's refusing to give his 27 at this time, Franklin.
The encounter became increasingly tense as Hatton insisted on his identity, while deputies remained unconvinced. Hatton's refusal to provide certain information and the activation of Gordon's body camera added to the escalating situation.
So you're forcing me to give you my driver's license?
That's what my captain just asked me to get it from
All
you.
right, all right.
You can find out who he is.
Yeah, there you go.
You can just
The body camera's still
train the
running.
FBI.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
So, I don't know what the case that we have on record. I can't talk about it. I've got two off. That's it.
He didn't tell me not to. He told me that you needed to set this up through the office, sir, and you refused to do that and acted like it was a problem. Just for 43, he's not placed in handcuffs, Franklin. I just told him he's not free to leave. I told him that you were here to investigate me about an issue, and he said this needed to be handled through the office, not on the side of the road. And you said that wasn't going to happen. You were going to contact somebody
I
else.
was going to contact the U.S. Attorney's Office. That's
Okay.
correct. Yeah.
And then we're just trying to check your validity. You called a deputy sheriff's personal cell phone. You can't tell me how you got the number.
That's right.
Your tag's not coming back to the FBI.
Correct.
Okay. I haven't seen a badge. I've seen an ID card. I haven't seen a badge.
You have not seen.
No, sir. I haven't seen a badge. I've seen an ID card.
Handed this to you. Did you grab it? Take it out of my hand. Do you not see a badge?
I see a badge now. That's the first time I saw the badge,
Lord.
sir.
You don't need to be a deputy.
I saw this. He kept opening this.
Yeah. That's called my badge and my credentials.
That's very professional of you to say that statement. But anyway, that I was very observant to be a deputy, because you never showed me that. You showed me the inside of it, but not the badge.
Are you hearing all this, Larry?
Oh, everybody's going to hear all this, sir.
Deputies expressed concerns about Hatton's presence on the terrorist watch list, though later confusion arose regarding the accuracy of this information. The sheriff's office ran Hatton's license through databases, further complicating the situation.
He said he needed to meet with him. That he was investigating me for a ticket that I wrote.
Police corruption and is requesting a copy of the ticket.
He's saying he's armed. I haven't seen a gun yet. He's saying he's armed. He's got a little badge, and he's got, it says FBI on it, and he's got a credential when he opens it up. This is his license.
Seriously?
I swear to Lord Jesus.
So he's on the phone. He's got a radio.
You have a picture of his face?
No, he's refusing to show him now.
Yeah, he's very uncooperative.
And he previously ordered.
I didn't have it on to begin with because I thought this was a legitimate thing.
He didn't answer. I've got a picture of the guy's TL and I've got a picture of the photo that pops up on the watch list.
Hatton was handcuffed and placed in the back of a patrol car, where he experienced distress due to the lack of airflow. Despite his pleas for assistance, the situation remained unresolved as deputies attempted to verify his identity.
All right, he's being detained. You got any other weapons on you, sir?
No, just my wallet.
All right, that's just the wallet that you were showing me a while ago.
Yeah, that's my wallet. Don't touch that thing right there. That's my law enforcement. It's got all my notes on it for what I've done today. You're not allowed to see that.
I'm not allowed to see what? Well, if you go to jail, I'm going to impound this to the sheriff's office. I'm going to get a search warrant. I'm going to touch everything.
Yeah, good.
All right?
He's clear.
My name's Sergeant Carroll.
Okay.
Hey, will you unlock?
Y'all don't lose that badge.
You gotta
My
unlock
telephone's
this
on there,
first.
okay, brother?
Franklin, the 5.
All right, just pull that hat out, too. John,
Are you able to take a call from FBI?
just take the whole rack down. Just sit it on top of it. And that jacket.
1014, he's going to transfer it to you, sir.
33 Franklin, we've detained this whiskey Mike and got him in cuffs in the back of the car now. It's gonna be Alexis Hatton. Alexis Hatton.
After further investigation and communication with FBI dispatch, deputies confirmed Hatton's identity and released him. Hatton requested medical attention, citing vision problems and discomfort from the ordeal.
He is legit. 10-4-5. I'm gonna
Who just called?
handcuff him now. Captain Webb just called.
Who verified?
Captain Webb. I don't know. All right, sir.
Call 911. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me. Call 911. Call 911.
We're releasing you right
No,
now,
call
sir.
911 now. Call 911. I need
33. He's requested EMS to respond at this time.
Yes, sir. I'm about to get it for you.
Franklin, the 33, can you give me an exact address?
We're at the new substation for the sheriff's office, Franklin.
Jacksonville, I need 911. I've asked for help. I've been in the car. They've had me spoken in the back.
10-4, can you advise if it's next door to the new dollar store?
That's 10-4. Can you verify that my AC's on real quick, John? How could I not touch? How could I touch it?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
911. I asked for the sheriff to call 911. They won't.
Is it not going through the back seat?
Yeah.
Does anybody have water?
I've got some water in here.
Sheriff Smith defended the actions of his deputies, citing caution in handling the situation. The FBI conducted inquiries into the incident, seeking clarity on what transpired and why. Discussions between law enforcement agencies highlighted the need for improved communication and training. Officer Gordon apologized to Hatton, but the damage had already been inflicted. The incident was a glaring example of the problematic behavior that had become all too common within the police department. Subscribe to watch more interesting videos like this. If you liked this video, watch the next one. See you in the next video.